Y'all, I've been seeing over and over all over my Instagram timeline these viral stuffed lobster egg rolls, and I finally got the chance to make it. And this is a big boy right here. It is stuffed with shrimp, it's stuffed with lump crab meat. And when I tell you that lobster tail was ginormous, fried perfectly in that egg roll wrapper. Honey, this was definitely a treat. It was so big I couldn't even finish it. I ended up giving my oldest and youngest the rest to split between themselves, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I made it in this video. So go ahead and subscribe, and welcome to A Pinch of Bliss TV. Let's get it. Now, when we're talking about seafood, you always have to start with a great butter. See, when you're talking about store brand or cheap butters, it has a lot of water in it. But when you're talking about a more luxurious, more expensive butter, it's gonna be more creamy. And so I had to bring out the Eggroll. I put about a tablespoon of minced garlic in my skillet, and I'm adding your girl chef's kiss because, honey, she's always perfect for the party. I'm adding in my jumbo shrimp. They're already peeled, deveined. They have the tail on, but I'm going to take them off later. And I'm lightly sauteing them. I actually don't want to cook them all the way because when I start deep frying the egg roll, I don't want the shrimp to be overcooked. And there is absolutely nothing worse than shrimp bubble gum. So right here, I'm tossing it in my chef's kiss. I'm tossing it in my minced garlic. And then I'm quickly taking them out and I'm putting them to the side so they can cool. Now, one thing that I love about watching Asian-inspired recipes and videos is how they always utilize the kitchen scissors. And even though I went to culinary school and we weren't really using scissors, honey, you had to learn how to use that knife kit. But baby, in my kitchen, at my house, baby, I'm pulling out them scissors every time. Of course, I'm washing and sanitizing them and all of that good stuff. But I'm using the scissors and I'm literally just cutting up my shrimp into small pieces. I'm adding that lump crab meat, and I'll have all the portions listed down below. Basically, what we're making is a crab cake mixture. And so I have my almost fully cooked jumbo shrimp. The lump crab meat is already done because I bought that from Sam's Club, already done. And then I'm just gonna add Duke's real mayonnaise, honey. I don't know, I love the way Duke's taste. I put it in my potato salad. That's what I go to. Now, if I'm doing a cold cut, I like Hellmann's. But if I'm cooking something, it's Duke's all the way. A little Grey Poupon, or if you don't want to get Grey Poupon, whatever your favorite Dijon mustard is, it's literally so simple. I'm coming in with more chef's kiss. And you know, your girl is from Louisiana, so a little blackened seasoning never hurt anyone. And so after that, we're going in with our Japanese style panko breadcrumbs because that is going to help bring it all together when we drop that egg in the mix. So once all your ingredients are in the bowl, it's time to combine them. Literally, it's not rocket science. Like, it's not rocket science. This is a very simple, very easy recipe. It's just expensive, honey. Between the big lobster tail, the real crab meat, the jumbo shrimp, all of that, honey, it was an expensive egg roll, but it is so worth it. Okay, and then after everything is combined, basically looking like you could start making them into crab cake patties, then we can go ahead to our lobster tail. You want to be really careful with cutting open your lobster tail. Make sure you have some good kitchen shears, some sharp scissors, or if you're using a knife, take your time. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And we're basically cutting the shell off of this lobster tail except for the very end. And right here you see me kind of separating the lobster meat from the shell, so I don't actually cut open the lobster tail and keep that intact. And I'm cutting it from the base and then splitting the shell apart. And then it just makes it a little bit easier when peeling it off. And like I said, this is very easy to hurt yourself if you don't take your time. So just be very careful with this process. What made it easier for me is making sure that the lobster tail was completely thawed. You don't want to try this and your lobster tail is frozen, because it's going to make it even harder for you to get that shell off. And it's really going to hurt your fingers. So my tip, make sure the lobster tail is completely thawed so you can easily remove that shell. And then once I remove the lobster tail, I'm patting it dry with a paper towel because I don't want a lot of excess moisture. I'm patting the front and the back of the tail because we know that water and oil, they don't get along like that. And if you have this wet lobster tail, when you drop it into that oil, it's gonna splash everywhere and it could potentially burn you, and that's just not safe. And so now it's time to season our tail. Now you know you can't have no seafood without Old Bay. And I love my seasonings. My seasonings are amazing, but there are just some cultural staples that you're always gonna have. And I had to put a little Old Bay on there, and I'm putting some more blackened seasoning, and I'm making sure that you do the front and the back. We want both sides seasoned well. And then after that, after everything is seasoned, we're just gonna add our lump crab mixture right on top. Oh my God, that looks good already, and it ain't even done. Do you see how beautiful that mixture is? And so you don't want to go overboard with the filling. You don't want it to be overstuffed, but I did pack it on a little bit. I put about 2 heaping tablespoons, maybe about 3 tablespoons of filling. And now I have 4 full-size egg roll wrappers. And before I roll it up, I'm just taking a little bit of water and I'm going around the edges with the water. So when I do wrap the egg roll, or when I do wrap the lobster within the egg roll wrapper, it will seal properly. And so I'm just taking it down over the top of the egg roll because I think it looks a little bit better like that. And then kind of like a burrito, you're gonna roll that thing on up. This part, don't roll it too tight, right? It's like this perfect in between. You don't want it loose so the filling is spilling out once it hits the oil, but you also don't want it so tight to where when it starts expanding from cooking that it busts out the seams of your egg roll wrapper. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more water and I'm going to close the back seam where it kind of opened a little bit, because I want to make sure that it doesn't pop open when it hits that hot oil. Now, this is where your oil should be preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You can use a thermometer, even a candy thermometer, to make sure that your oil is hot enough. If you don't have a thermometer, that's okay. You could put a piece of the egg roll wrapper in there to make sure that it's hot enough to fry it. And so I'm gently laying this egg roll into a shallow pan of oil. If you have a deep fryer, even better. I have a deep fryer, but honey, I did not feel like getting that thing out, filling it up, and then having to drain and clean it afterwards. I'm sorry, y'all, I was being lazy. But honey, most of you may not have a deep fryer on hand. So this is like perfect for me to tell you how to do it in your skillet. And so I'm taking 2 spatulas because you don't want to flip it fast. If you flip it fast, the oil will splash. And so I'm just taking a second, and I'm only doing like about 30 seconds on each side, right? And then I'm doing it over and over again until it gets to the correct level of golden goodness that I want. Not only did I fry it on the front and fry it on the back, but also I'm turning it on its sides, and then I'm turning it on the top as well. Now we're to the fun part. Your egg roll is fried to perfection, and we want to make sure that it stays crunchy. There is nothing worse than a soggy egg roll that is drenched in grease. So I literally took my cookie rack and I put it over my cookie sheet with a little parchment paper so all of the excess oil could drip off. And now I'm just showing you just how crispy that thing is. And now it's time to dress it. I just have a little remoulade sauce. You could use a seafood sauce. You could use a yum yum sauce. You could use hot sauce, whatever you like. And then I'm just topping it with fresh flat leaf Italian parsley that I chopped up real quick. And there you have it, honey. Your stuffed lobster egg roll with jumbo shrimp and lump crab. Absolutely delicious. Look at that thing. And it's huge. It had to be at least a half a pound. I'm not even joking. If you love this recipe, make sure you subscribe for more, and make sure you follow us because we have more recipes coming out. Love you guys. Bye.